Merry Christmas from everyone at Brannockstown Baptist Church. My name is Richard, I'm the pastor. We would love to have welcomed you into our church building for a lovely candlelit carol service this Christmas, but look, 2020. Instead, we're sharing some fantastic performances of a few much-loved Christmas carols with a little introduction from the book of the Bible written by the Apostle John, who described and explained all that he saw as he spent time with Jesus. Let's listen to 4 verses from the first chapter of John's book, verses all about Jesus, and it's John chapter 1, verses 10 to 13. He, this light Jesus, the Son of God, was in the world, he was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, children born not of natural descent or of human decision or a husband's will, but born of God. If all we knew about Christmas came from the lyrics of Christmas carols, you would think that Jesus' birth was a festival of joy and welcome from a waiting world. But that's not really the case. In many ways, Jesus was the ultimate unwelcome guest of Christmas. John says that in Jesus, light and life was coming into the world. Then straight away he says, he was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. What's the fuss? Just another baby born in some backwater town in the outskirts of a mighty Roman Empire. Not exactly world news. But worse, says John, he came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. And not only was the world his, but the Jewish people were particularly his. They'd long expected a special Savior King. Isaiah predicted him 700 years before Jesus came, and of course later captured in Handel's Messiah. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and he will reign on King David's throne. But many Jews didn't recognize him and wouldn't receive him. And yet, says John, yet to all who received him, which means to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Are we not that already, though? Children of God, I mean. Well, yes and no. We're made by God to enjoy God, but in place of that love, we cut ourselves off. We disconnected ourselves. In place of his light, we retreated to darkness. In place of true life, we ended up with death. I mean, do you feel that God is close to you? Do you feel like the emergency prayers you sometimes shoot up ever get past the ceiling? We've cut ourselves off, like a branch of the family that you can't even talk to at Christmas. Only it's us who are in the wrong. It's us who cut the ties. But Jesus is Emmanuel, which means God with us. The love that we rejected has come to us. The light that we fled has lit up our darkness. The life that we rejected can be ours in him. When this Jesus, the light of the world in John's Gospel, died on the cross under the darkened daytime sky in God's judgment, what he did was take our disconnection and our darkness and our death, the death we deserve for turning from the God of life, and he experienced the hell that all those things deserve. And then when he rises again and walks out of the tomb full of light and love and life, he says to us, come into my light, come into my love, come and share my new life. Towards the end of John's book, he explains that he wrote down everything he had seen so that you, the reader, may believe that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. We're going to explore all of this as we start reading John's Gospel in Brannockstown in the new year, in a series that we're calling John, Believe and Have Life. That's the purpose of John's book from his own words. Believe and have life. Why not tune in with us at youtube.com/Brannockstown Baptist Church at Sundays at 11 from the 3rd of January, and the videos will stay on there. You can catch up afterwards if that time doesn't suit. But for now, let me leave you with a link to a modern Christmas song that looks to God the Son become a child so that we could become children of God. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.